Hello, I'm Amara Jones, and today is Monday, April 27th. This is Caffeine TV, your daily news brief, here to take you the 3 headline numbers in just 3 minutes, giving you a different take on everything from housing policy to the Real Housewives. The first number of today is 3,600. That's the latest official estimate of the number of people killed in the 7.8 magnitude earthquake, which struck the mountainous country of Nepal on Saturday. The nation of 26 million is sandwiched between India and China and is home to some of the highest mountains in the Himalayas. Now, the epicenter for the earthquake was just outside of Kathmandu, Nepal's capital itself, home to one of the largest concentration of UN World Heritage Sites, but which now mostly lie in ruins. Experts believe that the death toll could climb to as high as 10,000. Now, disturbingly, Kathmandu has been rocked by a series of aftershocks since Saturday, some of which are as powerful or close to as powerful as the original earthquake, and that's been hampering rescue efforts. And the original earthquake was so powerful that it was felt 400 miles away in the Himalayas, trapping climbers there. If you want to learn how to help the people in Nepal, visit our Facebook page. But this earthquake is the result of the collision of the Eurasian and the Indian tectonic plates, and geologists have warned for years that the region was overdue for its 100-year earthquake, and that brought to my mind warnings by geologists of another 100-year earthquake, but this time along the San Andreas Fault here in America, in California. And the episode in Nepal just goes to show that in the end, Mother Nature will show up. It's just a matter of time. The only question is, are we ready for it? The next number of today is 35. That's the number of people arrested in Baltimore on Saturday when thousands turned out to protest the death of Freddie Gray, the unarmed black man that we spoke about last week, who inexplicably suffered fatal wounds while in police custody 2 weeks ago, and weeks later, no one still knows why. Now, the protest route wound through downtown Baltimore. When it got to the touristy areas of Camden Yards and the Inner Harbor, some protesters broke off and engaged in acts of vandalism and scuffled with the police. And yesterday, the mayor of Baltimore, Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, called on the protest to be peaceful and said that any of the disturbances were due to, quote, outsiders, close quote. Now, anyone who saw the movie Selma will remember that the terms outsiders and outside agitators were used to obscure the fight for constitutional rights there, and perhaps that is at work here. But honestly, in this nationwide democracy where we have nationwide rights that people can stand up for anywhere, perhaps local officials would be better to, instead of blaming events on outsiders, find out what happened. The next number of today is 17, as in 17 million. That's the number of people who watched the ABC interview of Bruce Jenner by Diane Sawyer on Friday night, shattering records for that network's Nightline program. And that's not a surprise, because Bruce Jenner blew America's mind for 2 hours in the best kind of way. He said that he's transgender, a woman, still wants to be called he, is sexually attracted to women, is a conservative Republican, and is deeply religious. Bruce clearly has got a lot going on. And he also had no problem throwing mad shade at Diane Sawyer when he said that he was looking forward to wearing makeup. Diane said that she could go without makeup and couldn't stand to be all made up, to which he replied, "That's because you've been, quote, at a while," close quote. Look out, RuPaul, because there's someone who could take your chair. But one of the things that was refreshing for me was to see someone who has been castigated and maligned in the press create space for himself and then show up in that space as a self-realized person, and in that are notes for everyone. But one of the things that shocked me in the ABC News interview is when they said that only 8% of Americans know someone who's transgender, but as a tweet sent out by HRC said after the interview, now millions more Americans do.